After 13 years in these markets, I can tell you something that most trading videos will never tell you, because it doesn't sound fancy and it doesn't sell courses. The traders who fail don't fail because they're not smart enough. They fail because they never realize the real battle is not happening on the charts. It's happening in your head. And today I'm going to show you the 10 brutal truths that completely transformed my trading career. Some of them are going to make you uncomfortable, and some of them might even make you defensive, because a few of those don't just describe trading markets, they describe you. And halfway through, I'm going to show you the one mistake that silently destroys accounts over months and years in all trading levels, and most traders don't even know they're doing it. But I'm also going to give you something else, because I'm not here just to show you what went wrong. I want to show you what going right actually looks like, so you can walk away from this video thinking differently, executing cleaner, and protecting your capital. And my goal today is to make you a savage trader, someone who doesn't flinch, and someone who the market cannot break. Truth number 1. Staring at your P&L, it's a really bad idea. The moment you start staring at your P&L while you're in a trade, you stop trading your system and you start trading your emotions. I still remember a few years ago, I was up on a trade $800 and then it started pulling back slightly and I started panicking. I didn't want to give my unrealized profits back, so I closed it and then watched that trade explode in my direction, but without me. And that moment completely changed me, because I realized I was not reacting to the price action, but to the money moving back and forth on the screen. Green numbers make you protective and red numbers make you irrational. You start forcing exits, moving stop losses for no particular reason, and cutting winners. So now I hide my P&L when I trade. I do not want to see it, because during market hours your only job is execution. The score gets checked after the game is over, not during every single play. So truth number 2, size matters, because position size controls your emotions. Most traders think position sizing it's about math, but it's not. It's about emotional survival. I still remember taking trades so oversized that every single candle felt like life or death. One red candle, panic. One tiny pullback, stress. A little unrealized profit, instant urge to close the position. I wasn't trading the chart anymore. I was trading fear. And the craziest part, I thought the problem is the strategy, but it wasn't. The size was messing up with my brain. So here's the test for you. If your position size makes you too anxious, and if you cannot stop staring at your P&L, and you can't stop thinking about the money, then your position size is most likely too big. Reduce the size. Try trading only a few shares or only one micro contract until you feel emotionally detached, until you feel like you can finally give the trade some room to work. Truth number 3. Professional traders accept losses. I want to tell you about the worst week in my trading career. I had one bad trade on Monday morning. Clean setup, wrong outcome, completely acceptable. But instead of moving on, I spent the entire week trying to make it back. So by Friday, I turned that $600 loss into something I don't even want to say out loud. And see, the original trade wasn't the problem. What came after that was completely self-inflicted. And here's what I know now. There are 2 types of trading losses. A clean loss. You followed your system, the market said no, you took the loss. That's part of the business. And then you have the destructive loss. Revenge, emotion, ego, trying to make it back. The first type is unavoidable, but the second type, it's always your choice. And what I learned is the most catastrophic weeks don't start with a catastrophic trade. They start out with one clean loss that the trader refused to accept. And that brings me to the next truth, something that actually protects you from that exact spiral. Truth number 4, rules protect you from yourself. Let me describe a version of you I want you to think about. It's 11 a.m., you're down for the day, not a lot, but just enough to stink. And then there's this inner voice that starts like that. one more trade. I will make it back. I know what I'm doing, just one more try. That voice has cost me more than any bad setup ever has. Because by the time that voice shows up, the rational version of you has already left the building. You're not trading your system anymore, you're trading ego. And ego is the worst trader I've ever seen. And because I had a bunch of these episodes, now I have 2 rules. If I have 3 losing trades in a row, I'm done. Regardless if the next setup looks great, I will not take it. 3 losses for the day. That's it. No more trades. And I also have a GTFO number, my maximum loss for the day. And this is non-negotiable. When it hits, I'm done. I close everything. I close the platform and walk away. Some of the worst financial damage in my trading career happened when I should have just left and went to the gym instead. Truth number 5. Simple traders make the most money. One of the hardest things for me to accept was that successful traders who made the most money had the simplest strategies. Meanwhile, I was sitting there with my charts that looked like a spaceship dashboard. Indicators, oscillators, confirmation tools, you name it. And the sad part, every time I lost, I added another layer because deep down, complexity became my excuse. If the trade failed, I blamed the indicators instead of facing the reality that I wasn't trusting myself. And after 13 years now, I still trade only one core setup. I know exactly how it looks like, I know when it works the best and when to avoid it. And most importantly, I know how to execute it now without hesitation. And that's where consistency actually comes from, not consistently hunting different strategies. So if your chart is overloaded right now, try this week. Remove everything, all indicators, and focus on price action and key levels. Because most likely these indicators are creating more noise than clarity. Truth number 6. Not every trade deserves your money. There was a period in my trading career where I was profitable on my best setups, but gave everything back on my worst ones. And the net result? Flat, month after month. And I couldn't figure it out. My good trades were good, but my bad ones were disasters. And the problem? I was taking both with the same position size, same conviction, and same aggression. And that right here was the reason why I was always at break-even month after month. But everything changed once I designed a tiering system. A+ setups get full size. B or C setups get half size. And D setups don't get touched at all. Once I started implementing that, my equity curve changed exponentially. And it was not because I had all of a sudden a new system or a new indicator. It was because I stopped allowing mediocre trades to take away the profits from my best trades. And over time, I learned that professional traders get paid for patience and gamblers get paid for activity. I wasted years jumping between markets. 1 month, crypto, the next month, forex, options, momentum stocks occasionally, and every single week felt like I'm starting over. But once I narrowed down my focus to one thing, which is the Nasdaq, everything started changing. And the reason, by the way, why most people call me the Nasdaq queen. Look, every market has its own personality, its own rhythm, its own emotional traps, and its own fake outs. And after staring at the same chart long enough, certain moves stop feeling random anymore. You start recognizing behavior before it fully unfolds, like seeing a liquidity sweep forming before anyone else notices it. And that only happens through repetition. And unfortunately, most traders never stay focused long enough on one instrument until they're completely familiar with it. They keep jumping through different instruments, and with that, they keep restarting their learning curve over and over again. Truth number 8. Your journal will expose you. I spent almost 2 years convinced I was a bad trader. I thought I'm trading the wrong strategy, wrong market, and I have a bad timing. And I kept changing everything, looking for a system that would finally work. Then one Saturday afternoon, I went through 6 months of trades, through every entry and every exit, And what I found out totally shocked me. 60% of my losing trades weren't the strategy failures. They were me panicking out of good positions before I let the trades develop and work. So I didn't have a picking problem, I had an emotional discipline problem. And I've been solving the wrong problem for 2 years just because I wasn't looking at the data. And honestly, your journal is your best mentor and teacher. No strategy, no video will ever teach you more than your journal. So start it this week, start it now. Go back through your trades and look through your entries and exits. And I assure you, the problem you think you have is probably not the real problem. Truth number 9 is the one almost nobody talks about. And honestly, it might be the most underrated edge in the entire game. So stay with me. Screen time changes your brain. The truth is, there is no shortcut for pattern recognition. And I really wish there was. I used to think watching more videos, buying more courses will automatically make me more profitable. Meanwhile, the traders who were actually improving were watching the same charts over and over again and replaying them. So I ended up doing the same thing, and then something weird happened. Charts stopped looking random, and then I started recognizing emotional behavior on the candles. Trap moves, fake breakouts, panic selling, short squeezing. The market started finally feeling less chaotic and like a psychology unfolding in real time. And that only came from screen time. One focused hour of replay on your charts, watching the same chart over and over again, is worth more than 6 hours of passive content consumption. And the last one has nothing to do with the chart, nothing to do with a strategy. But without it, everything else we discussed will feel not possible to sustain long term. Truth number 10. Find people who understand the pain. Trading is one of the loneliest things I've ever done. And there were days in my journey where I genuinely questioned everything. Days where I just felt sick opening charts. Days where I felt worthless because I had losses. And days where I just wanted to quit, not just trading, quit everything. And honestly, conversations with experienced traders helped me survive these moments. And also conversations with my husband, because this is how we met, through trading. Because only another trader will truly understand the emotional struggles you're going through. Don't look for people who just give you alerts. Look for people who are there for you, trying to understand you while you're in those difficult times. Because these will be the relationships that will change everything for you. Now, I told you at the beginning of the video that every loss on this statement was avoidable. And now you truly understand what I meant with that. Every truth on this video points to the same thing. Simple strategy, one asset, small size, covered P&L, journal. These weren't separate lessons. They were solving all one problem. And honestly, realizing that changed everything far beyond trading. Because once you stop fighting the market and start learning how to manage yourself, trading becomes a lot more easier. But that final step, nobody can take for you. So if one of these truths resonated with you, feel free to drop a comment below and the number. And also, if you want to get our weekly preparation and gains guide, I will drop a link in the description below. And if you want to trade live with us on Zoom, I will drop the link in the description as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you back here on our channel again. Bye.